Good evening, trainers. My name is Jason, here to talk about some Tempest Cup battles here today. I did this with Kuda Style a few weeks ago, so I don't really have my team finalized for this. I added a few new Pokemon to my team today. Still looking to get like maybe a Quagsire and a good Altaria, so that way I can get those good stat points crammed into that 1500 CP. Anywho, I play in the Denver North Metro area and just trying to get better. Watch a lot of other YouTube videos and do a lot of like spreadsheet looking over things like that. I love PvP; it's a lot of fun, and I help organize tournaments in the North Denver metro area, which is also a lot of fun. So, with that being said, here we go. Battle against Kuda Style, and Kuda Style, he's a guy who likes to try a lot of things. So you're going to be seeing some things that are not very meta here. Um, Here we're going with the Alolan Graveler. I really like Alolan Graveler compared to the Rhyperiors that some people use. Alolan Graveler has a few less weaknesses. It's a little bit easier to get off a charge move with that Rock Blast as opposed to, trying to get off a Stone Edge or a non-stab Surf, which is kind of weird on a Rhyperior. I also think it has a little bit better stat distribution as well. So I think in terms of flexibility, that the Alolan Graveler is a little bit better. You got to be careful with those Mud Bomb boys that Alolan Graveler is pretty weak to, but otherwise he's got a few less weaknesses, and I just think overall he's a lot better. That being said, here continuing with this battle, you see again Kuda Style trying out weird stuff, using the Aerodactyl there. Yeah, I don't know how I got stuck in with my Charizard against the Aerodactyl. I think it must be my last Pokemon or something. A few checks from the peeps at school. And, oh, I got one more Pokemon left here, so we should be able to take this battle pretty easily. Got no shields, and you can see the power of the Blast Burn there. Really strong move. It's stupid how strong some of these Community Day moves are in terms of comparing them to other moves. Venusaur with the Frenzy Plant in the last cup, that was pretty strong even to Pokemon that resisted it. And yeah, that was the first match. Took that one pretty easily. Like I said, though, Kuda Style, he's a good guy, but he likes to try some things, and some of those things are not very meta in terms of what is actually you're going to be seeing on his final team and what you'll be seeing typically in a Tempest Cup. And so in between battles, I like to change up a lot of things, change up my lead, try to keep my opponents guessing. I do that a lot when I actually do the real tournaments as well. Not a big fan of leading the same Pokemon. Maybe every once in a while I will. Like, it's kind of like a sort of mind games thing where he's going to lead with this, so I'll lead with this, trying to really anticipate, some people's moves. And I was lucky enough to get a Lugia from a good friend, just below 1500 CP from his research box. We swapped Lugias evenly, and unfortunately he was not lucky enough to receive one that was under 1500 CP as well. But hopefully he'll get one soon on his own. And yeah, I haven't put a second move on there. Don't know if I'm going to use Lugia for the Tempest Cup, so I haven't invested the second move for it yet. I mean, it's 100,000 Stardust. Candy's not such a big deal for me, but the Stardust, like, it's definitely a finite resource, and you got to be careful with that. Spend that wisely. I really like Lantern a lot for this cup. Probably the best electric Pokemon, other than maybe like a Minun, maybe a Raichu with the Spark moves and getting off that discharge really quickly. But other than that, I think Lantern is a step and above just because of its durability. It's really good against Pokemon like Skarmory. It's going to resist the Steel Wing. It's going to resist the Air Slash, and it'll resist the Sky Attack as well. And yeah, it's quite durable. So really like Lantern a lot. And yeah, here we are water gunning down the Swampert. No shields left, just going to let it go down here, unfortunately. But that's the way it goes. Probably going to bring back in the Lugia. Yep, that's what I do here. And I expect him to shield. Does he shield here? Yep. And so let's see if we'll be able to Dragon Tail him down. That's a move I'm going to use on Lugia. Definitely don't want to use Extra Sentry. No point in using that move. Dragon Tail is pretty good. Some of the steel Pokemon like Steelix and Skarmory are going to resist that. Um, I've gone one-on-one with Lugia with Altera, and it's not bad, but it's not like great. So, you know, I think that I thought it would do a lot better against Altaria, but it pretty much goes even. You'll get the sky attacks off a little bit faster, but otherwise you'll pretty much trade damage equally because Dragon Breath is pretty insane for this cup. And there we take a Blizzard to the face, but we're still going to probably get this Ninetales down. Yep, we do get the Ninetales down at the same time. And yeah, that's it for round 2. I'm going to go into the next round. I think we do 3 more matches here. At this point, I think we were still getting times 5 rewards, so I was helping him out, getting his rewards in for the day. And yeah, like I said, Kuda style, he likes to put in some weird stuff out there. I'm really trying to get a Lapras with Ice Shard, although I don't think that's gonna happen for this cup because not a lot of people seem to have it in this area, or if they do, they don't want to trade it. So I'm probably just going to rock. I did manage to get an Ice Beam one today, so I'm probably just going to rock one with Ice Beam and Water Gun or Frost Breath. Haven't made a decision there. And here he's using the Mamoswine. Not a big fan of Mamoswine. I think if you're going to use the Ice Ground Pokemon, you probably should go with Piloswine. It's a little bit better stat distribution, a little bit more health, a little bit more defense, and a little less attack. So that's why you're able to get that extra health and defense on the Piloswine for basically the same moves. I don't think Ancient Power is that important in this cup. Like you would probably get the buff like in Venomoth with the Twilight Cup, but here I don't think your Mamoswine is going to live long enough that even if you do get the buff, it's going to be worth. And yeah, here we are again, Kuda style using the weird Pokemon here. Ice Steel type, going to go down easily to Charizard. We'll switch it on that, and we should be able to take down this Crobat here. I probably should have just powered up to the Blast Burn there because he has no shields left, and we probably would have just been able to take him down there. But I went with the Dragon Claw, and I don't know what he's using here, but we should be able to survive either way. Oh, we don't, but I still have 2 more Pokemon in the bank and a shield, so easy match there. Going to go on to the 4th match here. I'm still working the software here, guys, so give me a break. Give me a break with the voiceover here. My first time really trying to make some YouTube videos, some content. Just trying things out, see if you guys like it. You know, I'll try and learn to do things better in the future. But for now, this is how we're doing it. And yeah, continuing on here. Lugia against the Snowy Castform. We're definitely not going to want to stay in there too long, but I think I do try and build up a little bit of energy before the switch here. Oh, apparently I'm just going to get off a Sky Attack and not switch. But I mean, this really demonstrates the durability that Lugia has, you know. Like Castform is doing super effective damage with the Powder Snow, and Lugia is just taking it like a champ. You know, that durability is pretty insane. He's got really high defense, about average HP, but the defense, you know, really coming through there. And yeah, there's the Alolan Graveler. Really like Alolan Graveler. Haven't had the you know, ran into too many mud boys with it yet, but I'm sure when we get down to the Tempest Cup of things that people will be getting some mud boys. At this point, I didn't have my Tropius yet, so you won't be seeing me use my Tropius in these battles. But, you know, you'll see some unorthodox stuff, and, you know, if you guys are thinking about some of these less meta Pokemon that you haven't really seen much on other YouTube channels, you know, Kuda style, he definitely brings it all to the party. He definitely likes to try some things. So here we are. Charizard, that's going to be an easy win for Alolan Graveler. And yeah, that's it for the round 4. So really just practicing here. Need to practice my switches and how farming energy correctly. And you know, I do some things pretty well, but sometimes I don't do things very well. And you know, that's being human for you. So last battle here, going to leave with the Lapras. This is definitely not a great matchup, so I don't think I'll stay in here too long. Probably look to switch into Alolan Graveler so I can resist the moves if I brought Alolan Graveler for this battle, but I'm not sure what I brought. So yeah, I think I'm going to shield. Yep. I always wait to the last minute to shield, so that way your opponent has less time to think about what he's going to do next. Like, is he going to shield? Is he not going to shield? You know, any way to get like a little bit of advantage. You know, I'm always trying to do it. And so there he shields the Surf, and we're probably going to have to shield this next move if we want to live. Now, what I probably should do here is just farm the energy here and not use a charge move, which I think I do. Because he's already down a third of the health, or he has 1/3 health left, and that's exactly what I do. So we have basically 1.5, 2 Surfs ready to go. He brings in the Lapras. Now I might try and switch here after this Surf and preserve this energy that I farmed already. Oh no, I'm just going to keep dishing out Surfs, apparently. But if I had Alolan Graveler, if I had Tropius there, I'd probably just switch right into the Alolan Graveler. Oh, I switch into Charizard. I think Alolan Graveler would have been a little bit better. Charizard's pretty squishy, and I would want to keep him against somebody like maybe a Tropius, an Abomasnow, a Skarmory, and let the Alolan Graveler with the rock moves sort of handle that. But it's too late for that now, and we're going with the Alolan Graveler here, and he's got 1 shield, 1 Pokemon left, so if it's Charizard, it's over. Yep, Charizard, going to be an easy win for Alolan Graveler. I don't even think he'll be able to get off a charge move. And if he does, it's going to be a Dragon Claw that's not going to faint Graveler. Yeah, pretty easy there. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. Wham Bam, thank you, ma'am, on those battles again. Thank you, Kuda Style, for the 5 matches there, and we'll see you guys next time.